I met John Haycraft, I suppose, in the 1970s at Errol's meetings and others, and I was a comparative newcomer to the English teaching world, and he was about one of the giants in the business, and whatever he said, you listened very carefully to what he did, but he was in a sense living in a capsule, and his capsule was International House, his teacher training program, and the idea then was to raise standards of teaching English not only in the United Kingdom, which Errol's was doing anyway, but to raise the standard of teaching English wherever the language was taught throughout the world. And so he tried and worked to get affiliated schools who would run their schools to the kind of standards that he expected, and would send out teachers which he had trained, so that the work that they were doing were up to the kind of standards and ideals that were contained in his teacher training courses. And of course we're talking about 30,000 people training teachers in London. These people were made a revolution in the teaching of English, not just in Britain, but the teaching of English in very many countries in the world. So this affiliated schools assumed that there was a central system in London, and that John Haycraft controlled. And he controlled it very tightly because he believed very strongly in his own principles, and he was not particularly concerned with the money side, but he thought that the money was only important so that he could get on with the work that he felt was his life's work, but was teaching. And teaching is a profession which is not run for profit, it's run because you believe in what you do. In a way, that, I think, was John Haycraft's life, and shared with his wife Britta as well.